Hi, this is OG Molefe, and these are my 5 favorite things. Ooh, I think I'm gonna start with this one, which is probably like my most favorite possession ever. Don't tell my kids that, although they're not a possession. So this was the first ever major championship I went to in 2019 at Augusta National. I attended the Masters, and it just so happened that the greatest of all time, Tiger Woods himself, won that event. So to be there to watch Tiger stage probably one of the biggest comebacks in the history of sport was amazing. But just to be at Augusta National to capture those moments was incredible. My first major to cover, it being at Augusta, covering my favorite tournament of all time, and then for the legendary Tiger Woods to win, just kept it all together. Cool, let's go to this bad boy here. Well, the picture actually depicts the first Comrades I did. I think this was 2015. For some weird reason, I decided to enter this crazy race. It was tough. It was grueling. Halfway through, I think I quit. I sat on the side of the road and then saw some people walking, decided to walk with them, and eventually managed to finish with 1 minute 13 seconds left before the cutoff. So it was very emotional, and as you can tell in the picture, I was quite pleased to finish the 90 kilometers. And then for some weird reason, I went back the following year because you can't get enough. I wanted the back-to-back medal, so I had to make sure I do both the up and the down runs. It was tough, but kind of like helped me realize I could pretty much kind of do anything I set my mind to. So this is one of my favorite things, are the medals from the Comrades. And that picture there just tells the joy of actually reaching the finish line at the end of this, the most ultimate human race of all time. And then I played golf for a long time. Like since I was a kid, I learned how to play the game, and I struggled. I played great golf over the years. I saw people start to play the game way after me, and it always broke my heart when I witnessed someone get a hole-in-one. So it took me literally decades before I got my first one. And so this poster here represents the hole-in-one that I eventually got, and to actually get it at Leopard Creek on hole number 12 was super special for me. And I got a friend of mine, TJ, actually got to make this poster for me. I still have to frame it, so don't tell him I haven't framed it yet. But yeah, to get my first hole-in-one at Leopard Creek was really, really amazing. So this is really special to me, and one day I'll hang it up on the wall. And then, having run Comrades, I thought that was probably the toughest thing I could ever do. And then for some weird reason, in 2019, I decided to enter the Absa Cape Epic, which is the toughest mountain bike race in the world. And so this here kind of depicts my entire race. And to get the winner of that year, Nino Schutter, at the end, handing the medal to you is super special. So this, once again, I think by day 5, my partner Thabo, when I told him post the race that I had actually written my speech for why I had quit, I'd come so far, I managed to get through 5 stages at least, and I think the biggest thing is getting on the start line. But for some reason, there's an old man who I think we're about at like an 80-kilometer mark of probably like 120k stage. And he said, close your eyes, you're not gonna quit now. I was like, why is this guy saying I must close my eyes? I wanna get off the bike. And he poured an ice cold bucket of water over my head. I thought I was dying. He said, breathe. He said, okay, now you've got a few hours, just pedal. And then, somehow just managed to make it before the gun, and then completed the rest of the race. And it was quite cool to see the finish line. And that's my partner, Thabo. He really got me through this race. He had done it before, so that's why I chose him as a partner. Even though I told him like a few weeks before that we were gonna go do this race. So to do the most epic and the toughest mountain bike race and complete it was really superb. He says I must come back, but I don't know. I think one and done is good. And then my last thing of the 5, the one thing I like to do is collect Golf markers. Some people will know, some won't. But about a year ago, my golf bag got stolen, and it had like my most precious markers collected from around the world. It broke my heart because I thought I'd get them back, but never did. There's still a reward out, by the way. If you find them, give me a call. I'll give you something. But from those that were stolen, for some reason, I never had this one in the bag that day. And it's actually from that first Masters I went to. So it's a mark of a pimento cheese, obviously synonymous with the Masters. So that's the one that really survived. So to this day remains, I guess, one of my favorite markers. But I'm hoping to go back to Augusta so I can go collect a few more. Then, I'm getting people now sort of coming back and donating markers to me, which is quite cool. I lost a bunch from St. Andrews, the home of golf. So I've got someone who donated me a St. Andrews one. So I'd like to go back there, hopefully get to play there as well. I love this one because it's from my golf club, Royal Johannesburg Golf Club. It's also my lucky charm. When I bring this one out, people know I'm going to win. So yeah, this is one I'm hoping will never get stolen. And I've been fortunate to travel around the world and do a couple of cool things. I've managed to attend a couple of live events over the last year or so, and I managed to get this one. My favorite part, of course, is the green part there with the Stingers team logo there. The South African team with Louis Oosthuizen, Dean Burmester, Charles Schwartzel, and Brendan Gray. So just to add to my collection, I'm still collecting, so hoping to get a few more, but I'd love to go back to Augusta to get another. Thank you so much, Betway Squad. This is OG Molefe, and those were some of my favorite things.